Hi, folks. This is Ray Stevens, and I'm starting the Ralph Emery Show today. Give you a thrill?
You know who the sponsors are?
The sponsors are Campo Fanique, the Music City News, and
Beach Nut Chewing.
Beach Nut Chewing Tobacco.
That's it.
That's right.
You want to introduce the first record?
If you want me to.
I'd love it.
Okay. Sit back and grab a hold. Here it is, folks. Linda Ronstadt.
What?
Linda Ronstadt. Spells her name Ronstadt.
Right.
And I like that.
You like that?
Because it's strange. Linda Ronstadt. I think the D is silent, right?
I believe
Is
so.
that right, Linda? Linda Ronstadt. Linda says yes. She's over in the corner. She's going to sing When Will I Be Loved?
Okay, opening this show, Linda who?
Ronstadt.
Linda singing When Will I Be Loved? Ray Stevens, my guest. Ray, did you ever chew tobacco?
I tried it a couple times.
What happened?
Whoa. I got kind of sick, just to be honest with you. I'm no slam on beech nut.
I know.
I mean, if you like tobacco, that's probably a good one. But I don't know much about it. I had, well, as a matter of fact, I did chew beech nut one of those times. And it comes in this little bag with red stripes on it.
Right.
And you just dip down in there, and I just put a whole bunch of it in my mouth and just, whoo! Boy, I spit for 3 weeks.
Did it kind of grab you a little bit?
Woo! Grab me, son.
Did you ever try a little dip of snuff?
I didn't try that. No, I never did that.
Are you a country boy?
Well, I've been exposed to the country, sure. I mean, I'm from a little bitty town of 400, and you go out your front door and across the street, and you're in the country.
Which town is that?
Clarkdale, Georgia.
When Burl Ives was on this show, he brought some snuff. In fact, I had a bet with Burl Ives.
Does he dip, Burl?
He sniffs up his nose.
Oh.
Oh, listen, he has some English snuff.
Oh, yeah. I say.
And he says, try this. In fact, I still have the snuff. I won a bet up from him, and the wager was a box of snuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll really open your sinuses. He sniffs up each nostril. And I hope you folks aren't eating right now. But it'll really get you awake. It burns a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, but it makes him feel good.
Huh. Well, that's real good.
Now then.
I crashed into Burl one night.
You what?
Crashed into Burl on national television one night.
What do you mean you crashed into it?
Remember the Grammy Awards?
Yeah.
In New York?
Right.
I went up to stage and tripped on the top step, and Burl was standing there, thank God, because I would have fallen right on my face. I was accepting Ronnie Millsap's Grammy.
Right.
And you didn't see that, did you?
I saw the show.
Well, the camera pulled on a long shot there, and unless you were watching real close, you didn't see me stumble.
I didn't see you stumble.
But I stumbled and caught myself on old Burl. He was standing there and alarmed him, woke him up.
Did it? I want to get to the streak here, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. The last time you were on the show, the streak was just breaking. It had, as I recall, done about 100,000 records. It went on to do super things. Did it sell, what, 4 million?
4 million in this country and about another, I'd say, 1.5 million rest of the world.
Now, in the rest of the world, I'm sure
that's England and France, Germany, and them places.
But was that a popular fad in those places?
Yes, it was.
And they were streaking over there?
They were streaking in England and in Holland and in, other areas.
All right. Now, you told me one time the name of the character who was talking to Ethel.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a name on the record, but I affectionately titled him Willard because I like that name, Willard.
Willard what? Just Willard?
Just Willard.
Okay. Now, I always thought maybe people should never try to presuppose Ray Stevens, because I thought maybe Willard and Ethel would be back in another record. I kind of hoped they would. But you haven't brought them back yet.
Not yet.
You think you might?
I don't know.
Because they were great characters. Do me some Willard.
Well, gosh, it's been so...
Yeah, did. Was over, he's come through the rutabaggers there. Didn't have nothing on but a small.
Ethel's in the jams and jellies.
I hollered over there, don't look, Ethel! Too late.
4 million records. Mercy. All right. The fad is still somewhat popular, too, isn't it?
Well, I think...
Not as popular, perhaps, as last year.
I think the spring sort of brought on a little spurt there, but I think it's no big... I don't think people need to start planning on a, revival, as such.
Well, we'll go back then about a year. This was April of '74, I believe.
Was it?
Yes, it was. In fact, I'm sure of it. So let's go back to April of 74 and Ray Stevens' 4 million selling record of the streak. I imagine everywhere you went, people would yell, "Don't look Ethel" at you.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Don't look at
That became sort of the cliche that identified Ray Stevens.
Well, that and
Is that monkey still drunk? And how's that camel?
I'm identified with a lot of cultural things, folks.
You've heard Ray Stevens on the show with The Streak. Now let's deal up a whole mess of Tom T. Hall. The good Tom T. Hall, and that's well, you know he wrote the song. Tom T. with Deal. Ray, do you read the Music City News?
Every month.
Well, why don't you tell the fans about it?
Well, the Music City News is a fantastic, super out-of-this-world entertaining country music newspaper.
And fans, if you'll send a card or letter with your name and address to Music City News, Fair and Young Building, Box 975, Nashville, Tennessee, I'll send you a free copy. Or you can start a year subscription at a savings by sending $6 and still receive your free copy.
Way you dead burn tootin', Ralph. You country music fan better act right away.
You tell me you are now doing a classical version of The Streak?
Yes, we got tired of people saying that we were no class, no culture, and so we've come up with a classical version of the streak that we do on personal appearances, and it does really have a lot of class.
Could you give me an example of how it goes?
Oh, yes, they call him the Streak. Fastest thing on 2 feet.
And on and on.
I see.
Got you right away, didn't
All your taste isn't in your mouth, is it? Ray, do you ever worry about being typed? I guess it would be almost impossible to type you, but the one thing people think about when they think of Ray Stevens is characters.
Well, I worry about being typed as strictly a comedy singer because I like to make all kind of records, and I love music. And I have worried about that in the past. However, I don't worry about it too much anymore.
All right, there was Sergeant Preston, right?
Yeah.
With On King, You Great Husky.
On King, on you great husky.
And then they did the pill thing. I can't ever remember the
Yeah,
title.
it's Jeremiah Peabody's polyunsaturated, quick dissolving, fast acting, pleasant tasting, green and purple pills.
But that really wasn't about a character. That was about a pill.
Yeah, it was about,
Okay. Butch Barbarian,
well,
Harry the Hairy Ape. Who am I leaving out?
Ahab the Arab.
Ahab the Arab, the camel. That was the first hit. And every time I talk to you on the phone, I ask you if there are any more characters coming out. So I'll ask you right now, for 1975, any more characters coming out?
I don't know about 75, but I've definitely got a song that is really weird, and I'm getting it together, and I'm gonna record it, and I don't know when it'll get out.
You told me something about what, I think I was talking to you, about a character in California. Was the setting California?
No.
Wasn't California?
No.
Must have been somebody else. We switch now, folks, from California to Dayton, Ohio, and our little songbird is Miss Margot Smith. That's a good record. Margot Smith with There, I Said It. Ray, why don't you bring on the other Ray?
Okay, Ray Price, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Ray, come on in. Nah, he's on record, folks. We're just kidding you. Ray Price, though, he's makes good records.
He's a super singer, too.
And this is a song called The Farthest Thing From My Mind. It's about an English coin.
Is it?
Farthest.
A farthest?
Yeah.
What's a farthest?
A farthest, it's about a quarter.
I don't know that you'll understand all this show, folks, but don't feel left out. You've heard Ray Price. Ray singing The Farthest Thing From My Mind. Now then, we have reached a point in the visit with Ray Stevens this week where we're going to show off some new things by Ray Stevens. And you have developed an entire new concept for singing popular American music, haven't you?
Well, that's nice of you to notice. Well, I like to think it is a new concept. Yeah.
You don't like to sing things straight, do you? Just
No.
if it's an old song.
What's the point of singing something like somebody else who's already done it 9 times,
When you go to you go to church?
Well, yeah.
Okay, and they.
I can't lie. I don't go every Sunday, but I do go.
All right, you're standing there, and it's time to sing the hymns. Do you take any liberties there in church?
No, I'm straight. I sing the hymns right along with everybody else.
Okay, you don't.
Up an octave.
Oh, and in your new album, you have done a lot of old songs that are part of I suppose, the American musical scene for the last, 20 years? 25? Cow Boogie?
Some of them are older than that. Cow Boogie is what, 35 years old?
Well,
40 years old.
that goes back to about 1947, right after the war.
Well, I thought it was 37. When
Right.
did the war? What war? The Boer War.
The World War II.
Oh,
In his album, he does "Oh Lonesome Me." That's fairly new. "Over the Rainbow" goes back to 1937,
does it?
when The Wizard of Oz came out.
Was that movie made in 1937?
Yes, it was.
Wow. You'd see it on television, you'd think it was made last week.
The fact is, it was released in 37, so I presume it was shot in 1936 with Judy Garland. "Indian Love Call." How old is that song?
I don't know. Nelson Eddy, Jeanette MacDonald had the first record of that, didn't they?
You wear your Mountie suit when you did that?
No?
Let's get on to this song right here. The Deep Purple, I presume, is a song that goes back to the late 20s or early 30s.
I don't know. Could very easily go
Da
back.
da 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 da. Anything you want to say about this?
That's a little flat, Ralph. Try it again.
There's a place in here I love, and I want you folks to listen carefully for it. There's a little yodel lick in here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really good. Who's the steel guitar player?
Hal Rugg.
Now, he deserves a vote.
He deserves a round of applause. He's really great.
Because there's a steel guitar break on this record that's out of sight.
Wow.
So let's go for Ray Stevens and Deep Purple. Love that. Love that, love that, love that.
Well, thank you.
Get 4 stars. Now, what's the name of the album?
The name of the album is Misty.
Okay. Were there some songs you picked that you just didn't have room to put in? Old standards?
You mean we recorded more than we had room to put on the album?
Right.
No.
Of the old things.
No.
I mean, you didn't do Night and Day or Begin to Begin. Or,
No,
You didn't
no,
do those?
no.
Okay. You've heard Ray Stevens on our show, and you may not believe it, folks, but that was Deep Purple. Do you play the classics? You are an accomplished musician.
Well, I don't anymore. I used to. I took piano lessons for 15 years. And
What was
blood,
that?
that was a little blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh.
And 15 years. You ready to practice? Oh! And I used to play Bach, or as Jerry Reed calls him, Batch, and Beethoven and Chopin and all them. Wolfgang von Amadeus Mozart.
Did you do it seriously?
Oh yeah.
Were you going to be a concert pianist?
No, I wasn't going to be a concert pianist, but it's great training for technique, especially if you're going to be a typist.
Well, how old were you when you started taking the piano lessons?
Let's see, 6,
Oh, come on.
5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Did
Had
they
a
all?
pushy mother.
They always make you play the heavy stuff?
No, I played. They didn't care what I took. My teachers some of them sort of leaned toward heavy classics and things like that.
You start out with a little finger exercise.
Started out with a dancing bear,
How does that go?
which is a C scale with a bass line.
the dancing bear?
Yeah.
Okay, it has no lyric, does it?
Oh yes.
How does it go?
Come, let me run the dancing bear, dance a jig over there. On his own, if I said dancing, I forget a little of the word. On his own bear. Isn't that a good one?
All right, with that, folks, we will move on to Barbara.
Do you pay BMI on those?
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. Is that a BMI number?
I don't know.
Here is Miss Barbara Fairchild from Noble, Arkansas, with a K. Knoble, I guess.
Noble.
Noble. That's Barbara Fairchild singing Let's Love While We Can. All right, folks, that was
Sonny James.
And Little Band of Gold. Hey, huh?
My favorite singer is Sonny James.
Like Sonny James, do you?
Sonny James. Thank you for the song.
Hey, you might like this fella. His name is C.W. McCall. You breaking out?
No, not until the show's over.
No, you kept looking at your hand.
Oh yeah, I'm breaking out there. Got a little. Look at that! My God. I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah, it went away.
Did you take 2 aspirin for that?
No.
Do you have allergies?
I just willed it away.
Oh, mind over matter. or
Mind over
something. What?
whelps.
Do you have a little rash there? Sure enough.
No, it's just a little red place.
Oh.
Little red bumps.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Reg.
That's
We're
it.
going to go to Over the Rainbow. You said you loved this.
I loved this song.
How many times have you seen The Wizard of Oz?
I don't know. I see it every year on television, and I must have seen it 6 times.
This is a great song.
Oh, I love this.
You sort of messed it up a little, didn't you?
No, I did it the first time that it's ever been done the way it should have been done to start with.
All right there, with apologies to no one. That's Ray Stevens, Ray with Over the Rainbow. On tomorrow's show, we'll hear more about
Ray Stevens.
and
Sonny James!
our show presented by Beach Nut Chewing Tobacco, by Camphofonique, and by the Music City News. Ray, thank you so very much,
Thank you, Ralph.
and I look forward to working with you again tomorrow.